Today, let's talk about the power that comes from finding your mission in life. Now, do you call what you do your work or your job, or do you call it your mission? Pablo Picasso said the meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. Now, every one of us has something that we're good at, and it's usually something we really enjoy. Now, when you're really able to work inside of that gift that you're good at, then you're living in your mission. Now, when your life is in alignment with your mission, you're much more strong, you're more powerful, you're more passionate. Your mission is the reason you'll push forward. It's the reason to get up early. It's the reason to stay up late and do whatever it takes to have progress in your journey. Passion is the fuel for your mission. Now, it's important to love what it is that you do. If you don't love it now, either learn to love it or find something else to do. Life is too short, my friend. Now, Arnold Glasgow said, make your life a mission, not an intermission. Now, when you do work in your mission, you thrive. You're not just going to survive. When you push forward with purpose and love instead of fear, or when you push yourself out of comfort and take action, your life becomes exciting and passionate. Khalil Gibran said, your work is your love made visible. Now, what's the purpose of our life really? It's to be happy. When you're living without a mission, it's like being in a body that doesn't have a soul. Your mission will always be more about people than about projects, and it'll ultimately become an obsession in a good way. Robin Sharma says, until your mission is an obsession, nothing will change in your life. When you're not living to please others or even looking for the approval of others, but bravely pushing forward inside of something you love, you create an incredible life. Sometimes it even takes tragedy or a setback to discover our mission in life. Now, whatever the catalyst, when you see it, grab it. Don't let fear stop you from taking action on a life of purpose by living inside your mission. When do you stop living your mission? When it's finished? No, you don't stop living your mission until you're dead. That's because happiness comes from progress and growth, regardless of your age. Zig Ziglar said, outstanding people have one thing in common, an absolute sense of mission. Now, when you're living in your mission, you're too busy loving life to have time for waste or fear or regrets or hate. When you're living your mission inside of your passion, make sure it includes humor as well, and compassion and love, and shows the world your individual style. Recognize, my friend, that life is a gift we're given, and if we don't live inside of our mission, we're turning our back on our Creator. It's not about being better than anyone else, it's about being the best version of yourself. Eleanor Roosevelt was a brilliant woman. I love this quote from her, which is, the purpose of life is to live it, taste it, and experience it to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experiences. That's what happens when you're operating inside of that mission of yours. Mark Twain said, the two most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you found out why. Your why is your mission. So I ask you, my friend, what are you going to stand for? Who are you going to become? How are you going to be remembered? These are all questions you need to start asking yourself. You don't need immediate answers, but you should be asking the questions, and by asking better questions, you're going to start getting better answers. Now, I didn't even start thinking about my mission until I was 40 years old, so if you're younger than that, you're already ahead of the game. Now, in all candor, mine is still not even clear, but it becomes more clear every year. That said, it's something you should start thinking about immediately, because there are people watching you, people that look up to you, people that consider you their hero, and you may not even be aware of them. But use that knowledge to show up differently, to hold yourself to a higher standard. And when you find a mission in your life that's so exciting and big that it challenges you to show up with your absolute best, that's a life. I'm Rod Khleif, wishing you incredible passion and massive success as you live out your mission.